gorgeous Giulia Quadrifoglio seduces the soul and sears the senses with a beautiful balance of aggression and finesse. Alfa flaunts its racing pedigree with the four-leaf clover badge displayed on the Giulia's shapely flanks. Its Ferrari drive twin-turbo V6 sings a sinister tune, belting out 505 horsepower. Its clever, communicative chassis can conquer a racecourse with unfiltered ferocity or coolly traverse the tarmac without commotion. An excellent 8-speed automatic transmission and rear-wheel drive are standard. Sadly, a manual gearbox is missing. Alfa Romeo's past and present reliability issues also remain an unknown quantity. Still, the Giulia Quadrifoglio, or QF, is an exotic sports sedan that sets a new benchmark for the genre, which is why it made our list of 10 best cars for 2018. High's heartthrob body, mesmerizing motor music, transcendent sedan performance. Low's unknown reliability, missing a manual gearbox, irksome interior bits and storage. Verdict: an exotic sports sedan superpower that transcends the genre. What's new for 2017? Following Alfa Romeo's drawn-out return to the US market, which was led by focused sports cars like the 4C Coupe, the company released an all-new sedan, the Giulia. At the same time, Alfa unleashed the Giulia's white-hot Quadrifoglio counterpart on hyper-competitors such as the BMW M3, the Cadillac ATS-V, and the Mercedes-AMG C63. Unlike the lower-spec models, the track-tuned Giulia is only available with rear-wheel drive and features extensive carbon fiber materials to save weight. It also proved its mettle by setting a record as the fastest sedan to lap the famous Nürburgring. Trims and options we'd choose. No one is calling the Giulia Quadrifoglio $73,595 to start affordable, and direct rivals such as the ATS-V sedan $61,690 and the M3 $64,995 are cheaper. Likewise, the pint-sized Audi RS3, a wild card in this comparison, is a performance revelation for only $55,450. But the spiciest Giulia is an entirely different experience, with a seductive personality, nuanced driving dynamics, and a unique Italian 8 design. Those solely concerned with going fast for less can find a suitable alternative. We prefer a sedan that weakens our knees with its sexy styling and beguiles our minds with its 200-proof performance. Without adding a single option, the QF has a substantial list of standard equipment, such as heated and power-adjustable leather-trimmed front seats, blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert, 8.8-inch infotainment screen with navigation, adaptive dampers and torquey vectoring rear differential. We'd love to opt for the carbon ceramic Brembo brake package, but $8,500 is too rich for our blood. The driver assistance dynamic package $1,500, however, makes a lot of sense. It includes adaptive cruise control, automated emergency braking, automatic high-beam headlights, and more. That elevates our total to $75,095. Implanted with a rhapsodic twin-turbo 2.9-litre V6 and an exquisitely calibrated 8-speed automatic, the rear-driven Giulia Quadrifoglio is a riot to pilot. The Italian-built, Ferrari-driven engine produces a spine-tingling timbre that shames most rivals. Too bad a manual transmission isn't available on the US version, and several mechanical glitches we experienced recalled Alfa's past reliability liabilities. The QF's boosted mill generates 505 horsepower and 443 lb-ft of torque, which makes more stallions than the BMW M3 or Cadillac ATS-V. The Mercedes-AMG C63S almost matches the QF with 503 horses, but its glorious twin-turbo V8 has a greater torque reserve 516 lb-ft. Our comparison test confirmed that this duo of Fords or Tour de Forces of almost indistinguishable performance. Since that comparison, we tested another Quadrifoglio that hit 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds and bridged 50 to 70 miles per hour in 2.9 ticks, both adding 0.1 second, respectively. In both tests, it finished the quarter mile in less than 12 seconds, impressive for any car. The Alfa and AMG are virtually equals, with dead-even acceleration times and base prices separated by $130. Although the diminutive Audi RS3 is in another class, its paid-down price and eye-popping performance warrant comparisons. The Giulia's engine contains its excitement when cruising at low RPM and in top gear. A hint of hesitation precedes throttle prompts below 3,000 revolutions per minute, but then the twin-turbos spool up and power builds in a whirlwind of acceleration and thunderous exhaust sounds. It's a spectacular sensation that is simultaneously chaotic and exotic. The QF gets an upgraded version of the Giulia's DNA Drive M-Mode selector, which offers dynamic, natural, and advanced efficiency settings. The DNA Pro system in the Quadrifoglio gains an exclusive race setting, which activates the dual mode exhaust and deactivates the security of electronic stability control. While we mourn the missing manual gearbox, the 8-speed automatic is fantastic. Large steering column-mounted paddles are perfectly placed and sweet to squeeze. The Autobox is decisive and imitates the quickness of dual-clutch alternatives in its sportier drive modes. Our selected set of super sedans is virtually tied atop the EPA ratings, with the Giulia Quadrifoglio earning 17 miles per gallon city and 24 highway. While the Alfa, BMW, and Audi bested their highway figures by 2 miles per gallon on our fuel loop, we've yet to test the Cadillac ATS-V or the Mercedes-AMG C63S. Among these competitors, only the Infiniti Q50 Redasport 400, yup, that's its actual name, has higher EPA ratings. However, it has significantly less horsepower and, while fast, is the least fleet of this group. The all-wheel drive Audi RS3 is the smallest, lightest, and thriftiest of this competitive set, but it's included here solely as a ringer. Fuel economy ratings compared. We've devised our own fuel economy test in an attempt to replicate how most people drive on the highway. Our procedure entails a 200-mile out-and-back loop on Michigan's I-94 highway. We maintain a GPS-verified 75 miles per hour and use the cruise control as much as possible to mimic the way many drivers behave during long trips. The QF and M3 are the only main rivals we've tested on our fuel loop, and both have identical highway EPA estimates 24 miles per gallon and real-world figures 26 miles per gallon. The Q50 Redasport and RS3 provide a frame of reference. The Redasport is considerably less powerful and slower, while the compact RS3 lives in a different size class.